I'm cutting out all the bullshit and just showing you the one tool that's been saving me over 10 hours every single week. If you're building a website or trying to publish blog posts consistently, you already know how draining that process is. I used to waste entire Saturdays researching, writing, editing, formatting, and half the time, I wasn't even sure if that post would even rank. It was exhausting and honestly, unsustainable. So in this video, I'm breaking down the exact automation I use to completely remove that workload, using a tool that nobody even knows exists yet. And if you watch until the end, I'll show you the one tool that takes Outrank.so from being just a standard SEO automation tool to something absolutely game-changing. So let's jump straight into it. So let me just paint the picture of what my before looked like. I'd wake up on a Saturday morning, grab a coffee, sit down with this grand plan to write 3 blog posts, and by noon, I'd have one half-finished draft because it wasn't just writing. It was researching topics, finding top keywords, writing 2,000 words, humanizing it, formatting, adding images, adding internal links, running it through an SEO checker, uploading it, meta descriptions, and then I'd hit publish, just cross my fingers and hope it ranked. And literally all of the time, it didn't. And even if it did, I knew I had to go and repeat those same repetitive tasks every single week. Now, that's not a content strategy. That's a hamster wheel. And so I started asking myself, what if we didn't have to do any of that? And that's when thankfully I stumbled across Outrank. And now I spend 30 minutes on a Monday planning out the content for the whole week. And Outrank handles everything else. Researching, writing, optimizing, adding internal links, humanization, all automated. But wait, before I start boring you, let's just jump straight into it. Let me show you exactly what this tool is and how it works. All right, so what is Outrank.so? In the simplest terms, it's an AI-powered SEO automation tool that does everything a content writer would do. But instead of hiring someone for $3,000 a month, you're paying a fraction of the price for a tool that works 24/7. It never takes days off and it never complains when you ask it to write 30 blog posts a month. So here's what it does. It finds low difficulty, high volume keywords for you. This way, you're not just guessing what to write. It researches the topic by analyzing the top ranking content on Google. It drafts a full SEO optimized article, usually 2,000 plus words, with proper headings, structure, and keyword placement. It adds internal links to your other posts automatically. And if you want, it can even publish directly to your WordPress, Webflow, and Wix site, plus many more popular website builders. So basically, it's like having a full-time SEO strategist, writer, editor, all at your disposal to free you up to go and do other things. Now look, I know what you're thinking. Is the content actually good? Or is it just AI garbage that sounds robotic and it doesn't rank? Fair question. And I'll show you exactly what the output looks like in a second. But here's the thing that sold me on it. Outrank doesn't just post the content, it plans it. It gives you what to write, which keywords to include to give you the best chance of ranking, and even when to schedule your posts. And honestly, that's the part that most automation tools are missing. But look, instead of just talking about it, let me jump inside and show you exactly how I use this tool every single week. All right, guys, so I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to get started with Outrank, but I'll quickly jump through the dashboard, show you guys exactly what you're looking at, and then we'll jump into some settings and also a bit of a content demo so you guys can understand the full potential of this tool. So when you log into Outrank, this is the main dashboard here. So it's actually loads onto your content planner. So essentially your content planner is the calendar for all of your content that Outrank is going to be creating on your website. So with the main plan, there is only one pricing plan, but I'll get to that a bit later. You get 30 blog posts a month. So essentially one blog post a day. So you can see here, it's mapped out the rest of the content for November. And then we've also got the content heading into December as well. So I'll actually get into this a bit more later on when I do the content demo and show you guys exactly how to set this up properly so you get the full potential of the tool. So we've also got at the top left here, you can go to light or dark mode. I do prefer dark actually. I don't know, it's just my personal preference. So up here on the left, this is where you can go and link your website. So our website, danandnath.com, has been linked. You've got your general settings where you can go and put information about your business, your audience and competitors, and then also your Google Search Console. But I'll get into setting all of this up properly shortly. So on the left here, we've got our content planner, which we just discussed, the content history. So a breakdown of the content that it's created for us in the past. The article settings, so this is what you're going to fill out so that you're making sure the articles are being created in your image or how you prefer them basically. So I'll get into this one shortly as well. Your integrations, so I build my website through WordPress. So I've gone and installed the plugin on my WordPress dashboard, and then you can actually link it to Outrank as well. On the left, we've also got linking configuration. So this is where you can go and link your specific sitemap. So your sitemap is basically a list of all the posts and pages within your website, all in one sort of list. So it helps Outrank with identifying how you've created past blog posts and how you can better the blog posts in the future. So we've also got the Backlink exchange tool. Now I'm going to get to this one a bit later. This specific feature itself automatically pays off the money that you're going to be spending on this tool, but I'll also get into the pricing plans a bit later. You've got SEO tools. So this is where you can actually go and get a tool builder on your website. And then under add-ons, we've got human curated service and getting 350 plus backlinks, but these are a part of the pricing plans that I'll go into a bit more depth afterwards. You've also got the join referral program. So this is where you can actually go and promote content around Outrank and become one of their affiliates. And they've actually got really good commissions. It's about 30% of what people are paying, which is awesome. And then you've got articles per month. As I mentioned before, we've got 30, and then backlink credits. We'll get into this after exactly what that means. And then I've also just got inviting users, manage subscriptions, viewing your invoices, some support chat, and then also logging out. So that's basically all you need to know in regard to the dashboard. Normally I jump into the settings setup here, but honestly, that's the boring part that nobody wants in the middle of a video. So I've put the full settings tutorial inside my free members community, which I've left a link down in the description. Just watch this video first, and if you are serious about trying Outrank, then you can use that video for future reference. Now, the real power of Outrank isn't just that it writes blog posts, it's that it does it on autopilot while you do literally anything else. So let me show you exactly how I set this up to run 24/7 for me. All right, so the content planner, let's dive straight into it. Let me show you exactly how I use this and how you guys can do the same. So when you get started, it's going to generate all these keywords related to who you are and what your website is about. Now look, you can go and change these if you want. For example, I'll just start off with what I've got coming up. So Everbee. So this is essentially a creator business platform where you can go and create your own sort of website for like an Etsy store. So today being the 15th of November, you can see here that I have the option to go and create and publish this now. If it comes by the end of the day, it'll just automatically do it for me. So look, up here, we've got the instructions tab here. So this is where you can go and include specific instructions to make the article unique. So if you guys want to add anything to it, if you guys want to add any specific links into it as well, you can go and do that. So for me, I like to go a bit more over the top with my research and just give it as much information as possible as I can. But in this section, all you have to do is really just go and research specific keywords and the best keywords that you want to try and rank for. So low keyword difficulty and high volume. And then you can just put these in here and Outrank will still do the whole blog post by itself. So I like to go a bit over the top personally. If you guys do want access to a free guide on exactly how I set mine up through SEM Dash and using Atlas, so OpenAI's new web browser, then I'll leave a link in the description to our members community and you can get easy access to it, and it'll break down exactly how I instruct Outrank to write my blog posts. So essentially, once you've got your instructions in, you can just click on save there. You can go and add more keywords. So say, for example, I wanted to go and create a blog post on AI automation. If I just search that in there, it's actually going to give me a keyword difficulty and then also a search volume for it as well. That helps with giving me the understanding of, am I actually going to be able to rank for this? Is it a keyword that I do want to target specifically? So like, for example, AI automation agency has got a high search volume and a low keyword difficulty. But in this situation, a specific keyword like that would probably be someone wanting to go and reach out to an AI automation agency. So it's not necessarily a keyword that you want to go and target through a blog post. If they're searching for that keyword to go and find an automation agency to go and implement a specific workflow into their business, they're not going to go and click on a blog post explaining what AI automation agencies are about. So you got to understand the search intent. But look, this is just another pretty cool feature inside Outrank. You can use other tools like SEM Rush or SEM Dash or Ahrefs. I like to use SEM Dash, but yeah, it's another cool feature that Outrank has to offer, and it definitely helps with giving you a clear understanding of exactly which keywords you want to target. So you can also see the type of content that it's going to be. So for this Everbee one, it's going to be an explainer. We've got a resources like a listicle style blog post for best video editing softwares for beginners. And then we've also got like a how-to guide. So let me go and jump onto my website and show you guys exactly what this content looks like. All right, so this is my articles page. So you can see here, these two articles here have actually been created with a stock image for your featured images. So Outrank will most likely just go and put a stock image as your featured image. But for me, I like to have the same sort of look and featured image for all of my blog posts. So I've basically gone through all of these blog posts. I just go and create a featured image for them, and I manually change these myself. But it's only a small thing that I like to do to keep it more personalized. But look, I'm just going to jump into one of these articles and show you guys exactly what it looks like. So business process automation tools and examples. This is literally the whole article created by Outrank. I haven't even touched this at all. So it's got the link to our YouTube channel, bullet points, formatting. It's got all of it. Just as a normal blog article would be created, this is doing exactly the same thing. It puts featured images in there. It creates internal links as well. So what is workflow automation? So it's linked to my other blog post that Outrank's actually created themselves as well. So this is another example. But yeah, like, look guys, this is exactly what I would have been doing if I didn't have this tool. And now it's doing it all for me. So the amount of time and the amount of energy that it's saving me, freeing me up to go and do other things that are more important to my content creation business, it's just honestly a game changer. You can have the best written articles in the entire world, but if you don't have any backlinks, Google won't recognize you. Backlinks are the #1 ranking factor, period. And this is where most people get stuck, because backlinks are either too expensive, with agencies charging $500 plus a month. Cold outreach takes hours, meaning it's very time consuming, or if you're just starting out, it feels impossible to get any. However, Outrank has this one feature that completely solves this. And it's the reason I'm still using this tool every single week. So the backlink exchange tool. This is the one tool within Outrank that makes it all worth it. If you guys aren't familiar with backlinks, basically links from other domains and other websites to your page. So Google sees backlinks as a sign of authority and credibility. They're one of the most important, if not the most important feature in having your content promoted by Google. Essentially what this backlink exchange tool does within Outrank, it just automatically finds other domains that are creating blog posts with Outrank. And when they go and create these articles with AI, they're just linking from other websites to your blog post in almost like an exchange network. So it goes and finds high quality verified domains. So say for example, someone with a high authority verified domain is using Outrank themselves to have their blog posts created for them. Their AI would create the blog post and essentially link to our website, which is all part of the backlink exchange. So you can see here, you do have a certain amount of credits. So 1 credit equals 1 domain rating. So if I look here at the moment, the earned backlinks that I've got, I've only had Outrank for a month and I've already got 4 backlinks. So a domain rating of 33, it uses 33 credits. But then you look at the other ones, I've got ones from ratings 54, 53, and 59. Like, these are all very high authority verified domains. So the more domains that I have backlinking towards my content, the more Google's gonna think, well, this guy's got very good content, he's getting promoted from other people, we've got to make sure that we're also promoting him. So look, in the top right, it'll actually tell you what your domain rating is. So I went from 1 to 3.2 in the space of a month. Now, it is limited to the amount of credits that you do get with each month, but you can also go and buy more. So if you click on get monthly credits, you can actually go and buy more backlink exchange credits to actually go and get more backlinks as well. So I'll get into the pricings of these shortly, but look, overall, this tool is incredible. Usually you'd be paying at least $200 for a high authority verified domain to link towards your content, or you'd have to spend hours with cold outreach trying to reach out to people and then really not even knowing if they're going to get back to you anyway. So it saves you time, it saves you money, and it's all built in and it's done automatically for you. So this is easily one of the best tools that I've come across in 2025. But the most important thing is to make sure you have it enabled here. So you can turn that off. I don't know why you would, so make sure you've got that enabled so that you guys can access the full potential of this tool as well. Now, I know what you're thinking, what is this tool gonna cost me? Because if this was $500 a month, it'd still be worth it, but it's not even close to that. All right, so the pricing. Now, Outrank only actually has one plan available for you. It's called the all-in-one plan. So this is actually $99 USD per month. So you can go and get started for free. I think it gives you a couple days to actually get started with it. Now, what's included? So you get 30 articles a month generated and published on autopilot. You get auto keyword research made for you hands-free. You've got high domain rating backlinks built for you on autopilot through our backlink exchange tool. They've got relevant YouTube videos integrated into articles, unlimited AI rewrites, unlimited users in your organization. It integrates with WordPress, Webflow, Shopify, Framer, all these big website builders. It links to them. It's got AI images generated in different styles, articles generated 150 different languages, and custom feature requests as well. So look, you get all of this, but as I was saying before, the Backlink exchange tool is literally worth triple, if not 4 times the price that you were paying for when you get this full plan together. Now, to go a bit deeper into the other stuff that they've got once you are signed up, so if I go back to my dashboard here, so the Backlink exchange tool, if I go to our monthly credits, so you can actually go and upgrade to get additional credits. So about 10 more backlinks per month, and you'd be paying $199 USD. So look, if you guys are serious about creating blog posts and you want to build websites and you want to rank on Google, then this is definitely something to consider. They've even got another massive plan as well, which is $899 per month. So this plan would be for someone who lives and breathes building websites and wants to rank on Google, because you're getting about an extra 25 more backlinks per month. So worth $5,000 to $7,000 in SEO value, and you're getting it for $899. So it's pretty insane. Yes, this is expensive. If you are a beginner, then you can definitely just stick to the monthly plan and you still get those backlinks anyway. They've also got SEO tools. So this is where you can actually go and get a free tools builder. So it builds 5 free tools per month created on autopilot. So this is for $199 a month. So an example of what they do is things like AI notes generators, free PDF splitters, readability analyzers. Personally, I haven't gone and got this. I don't really feel it's necessary for the type of content that I create and my sort of content strategy with my website. But again, if you guys want to go and fancy up your website, you want to get some of these cool tools on there, and you can go ahead and get started with this plan as well. They've also got the get 350 plus backlinks. So this is a one-time payment of $500 and you get manual submission to 350 plus directories. So you get high quality, relevant backlinks, you get increased website visibility and traffic, and you'll improve domain authority and trust. So again, for someone who's taking website and SEO very seriously, this is definitely another plan that you can consider. And then last of all, they've actually got a human curated service as well. So if you pay $1,399 per month, you get a human powered managed service. So you'd be getting keywords placed strategically by humans, content polished by real editors, titles and descriptions double checked by SEO specialists, and real humans help you outrank competitors. So if you guys are willing to spend more money and you're serious about ranking on Google, it's just another one of the great features that Outrank does have on offer. All right, so here's the bottom line. If you're building a website, publishing blog posts, or trying to scale your SEO content, you're either spending 10 plus hours every week doing it manually, or you're paying thousands of dollars a month to outsource it. But Outrank lets you do neither of them. It automates the research, the writing, the optimizing, the internal links, and even the backlink building, and all of this. So if you want to try it out, I've left a link down in the description. It helps support the channel, and honestly, this is easily one of the best investments I've made all year. And speaking about getting the most out of Outrank, if you want to know exactly how I do effective keyword research to instruct the AI to write these effective blog posts for me, I put together a free guide that breaks down the exact process step by step. And if you want access to this, it's inside our free members community. I'll leave a link down in the description for that as well. And if you want more automation tutorials like this, or the latest finds, or the best tools coming up, then make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter. We give regular updates that you don't want to miss. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.